Welcome to Cyber Explain channel. Today we are going to discuss AI cyber threats, deepfakes, phishing and malware explained vertical bar Cyber Explain. Hey everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into a topic that's both fascinating and a little frightening: how artificial intelligence, especially generative AI, is changing the landscape of cyber threats. We are talking about more than just smart algorithms. We are talking about AI-driven tools that can mimic human creativity and intelligence, but for nefarious purposes. It's a whole new ball game, and understanding it is crucial for staying secure. Think of it like a new set of advanced tools handed to both the good guys and the bad guys, but right now, the bad guys are learning to use them very quickly. So, let's explore this brave new world together, shall we? So, what exactly is generative AI? At its core, it's AI that can produce new content, text, images, audio, video that's often indistinguishable from human-made content. We've seen it with things like ChatGPT or Midjourney, creating amazing prose or artwork from simple prompts. But here's the catch: this incredible power can be turned into a weapon. Instead of writing a novel, an AI can write a perfectly crafted phishing email. Instead of a beautiful painting, it can create a fake CEO video. It's the same technology, just applied with malicious intent. We need to be aware of how this capability can be abused. Let's kick things off with phishing. You know the drill: those dodgy emails trying to trick you. Traditionally, phishing emails often had glaring errors, awkward phrasing, or were clearly generic. But enter generative AI, and suddenly, that's all changed. AI can craft highly personalized, grammatically perfect, and contextually relevant messages at scale. It can scour public information, like LinkedIn profiles or company announcements, to build a convincing narrative tailored specifically to you or your role. This makes them far harder to spot, even for vigilant users. It's like having an army of highly skilled social engineers working 24/7. Imagine this scenario: an attacker wants to target a specific finance employee, let's call her Sarah, at Innovatech Solutions. Instead of a generic invoice overdue email, the AI first scans Innovatech's press releases, finds Sarah's recent promotion, and even a tweet about her passion for gardening. The AI then generates an email pretending to be from an external vendor, Greenscape Corp, congratulating her on her promotion and attaching a revised gardening supplies invoice that looks legitimate, specifically mentioning a project she's been working on. This level of detail makes it incredibly convincing. Sarah might think, "Oh, I did order those special planters last week." So, how does this perfect lure get created? An attacker might use an AI model, like a fine-tuned GPT, fed with public data about the target and the company. They'd give it prompts like, write a phishing email targeting Sarah at Innovatech, congratulating her on her promotion, from a gardening supplier, asking her to review an urgent invoice. The AI then generates variations, learning to make them sound authentic, mimicking tone and style. It might even include subtle psychological triggers, like creating a sense of urgency or exclusivity. This goes way beyond simple mail merge. It's dynamic content generation designed to deceive. Detecting these AI-generated phishing attempts is tough, but not impossible. Traditional email filters look for known malicious URLs, suspicious attachments, or keyword patterns. But AI-generated emails are often clean on those fronts. We need more advanced detection, AI-powered email gateways. These systems use their own machine learning to analyze linguistic patterns, subtle tonal shifts, or unusual sender-recipient relationships that might indicate a sophisticated scam. They look for anomalies that don't fit typical communication patterns, even if the grammar is perfect. Human training is still key. Spotting social engineering requires critical thinking. So, what can we do? Mitigation against AI-powered phishing requires a multi-layered approach. First, robust email security gateways with advanced threat protection are non-negotiable. They should use behavioral analysis and AI to flag suspicious emails. Second, strong multi-factor authentication, MFA, everywhere, especially for sensitive systems, is crucial. Even if they get credentials, they can't log in. Third, continuous security awareness training for employees is more important than ever. We need to teach people to question unexpected requests, even if they look legitimate. Finally, implementing DMARC, DKIM, and SPF helps prevent sender impersonation. It's about building a digital fort. Now, let's shift gaze to malware. For years, antivirus software relied heavily on signature-based detection, like a digital fingerprint. If a known piece of malware had a specific signature, it would be blocked. But polymorphic malware changed that game, mutating its code to avoid detection while keeping its core malicious functionality. Now, with AI, this evolution is supercharged. AI can autonomously generate countless variations of malware code, making each new instance unique and incredibly difficult for traditional signature-based AV to spot. It's like a shape-shifting monster that never leaves the same tracks twice. So, how does AI achieve this evasive magic? Attackers can use generative adversarial networks, GANs, or other machine learning models. A generator AI creates new malware variants, while a discriminator AI acts like an antivirus program, trying to detect them. The generator learns from the discriminator's failures, continuously improving its ability to create undetectable code. This iterative process allows the malware to adapt and bypass sandboxes and static analysis, appearing benign until execution. It's a never-ending arms race, where the malware is constantly learning new ways to hide. To combat this, our detection strategies must evolve. Signature-based detection is no longer enough. We need to shift towards behavioral analysis. This means monitoring what a program actually does on your system, rather than just what it looks like. Does it try to access protected memory? Does it establish unusual network connections? AI-driven endpoint detection and response, EDR, solutions excel here. They baseline normal behavior and flag deviations, even from novel malware. These systems constantly learn and adapt, making them powerful tools against polymorphic threats. It's about observing actions, not just appearances. Mitigating AI-driven polymorphic malware requires a robust, layered defense. First, maintain up-to-date EDR and next-gen antivirus, NGAV, solutions that leverage AI and behavioral analysis. Second, implement strict application control and whitelisting to prevent unauthorized executables from running. Third, embrace a zero-trust architecture, verifying every user and device and every access request, regardless of location. This minimizes the blast radius if something does get through. Patch management is also critical, as attackers often target known vulnerabilities. Think of it as building multiple sturdy walls, not just one. Alright, let's talk about deepfakes. You've probably heard the term, but what exactly are they? Deepfakes are synthetic media where a person, in an existing image or video, is replaced with someone else's likeness using AI. This isn't just clever video editing or Photoshop, it's sophisticated machine learning, often using generative adversarial networks, GANs, to produce incredibly realistic, seamless fakes. The scary part is how convincing they've become, making it almost impossible for the human eye to tell what's real and what's manipulated. We are entering an era where seeing is no longer believing. So, how are these incredibly realistic deepfakes made? It typically involves feeding a huge dataset of images and audio of the target person into a deep learning model. For video, this includes various angles, expressions, and lighting conditions. For voice, it requires hours of their spoken words. The AI then learns to mimic their facial movements, speech patterns, and vocal characteristics. Once trained, it can generate new video or audio of that person saying or doing anything the attacker desires, often by mapping their features onto another source video. The more data, the better the fake. It's a digital puppet show, but the strings are invisible. Let's walk through a terrifying real-world scenario. Imagine a senior finance executive, John, at a global manufacturing company receives an urgent video call request. It's from the CEO, or so it appears. The CEO explains a critical, time-sensitive acquisition is underway in a foreign country, requiring an immediate, discrete wire transfer of $5 million to an escrow account. The voice, the mannerisms, the background, everything is perfect. The CEO stresses the importance of bypassing standard protocols due to the urgency and confidentiality. This isn't just an email, it's a live, interactive impersonation designed to bypass all skepticism. In our scenario, John, caught off guard by the CEO's direct involvement and the perceived urgency, feels immense pressure. The deepfake CEO might even answer a few specific questions John poses, drawing on publicly available information or prior reconnaissance gathered by AI. John, trusting his CEO's face and voice, approves the transfer. The money is wired to the fraudulent account, disappearing almost instantly into a web of shell companies. By the time the real CEO makes a routine call the next day and the discrepancy is discovered, it's too late. The company has lost millions, all because of a perfectly orchestrated digital deception. This isn't hypothetical, it's already happened. Detecting deepfakes is an incredibly active area of research. While they are highly advanced, deepfakes often have subtle imperfections. These can include inconsistent lighting, unusual blinking patterns, or lack thereof, strange facial movements, or even pixelation around the edges of the manipulated face. For audio, listen for unnatural intonation, unusual pauses, or an absence of background noise typical for the environment. Specialized AI detection tools use forensic analysis to look for these digital artifacts and inconsistencies that our human eyes might miss. Think of it like forensic handwriting analysis, but for pixels and sound waves. So, how do these detection tools work? They often employ their own deep learning models, trained on massive datasets of both real and synthetic media. These models learn to identify minute anomalies that are characteristic of AI generation. For example, a tool might analyze the blood flow under the skin, a physiological marker that's hard for deepfakes to perfectly replicate. Cloud providers like Microsoft and Google are also developing deepfake detection capabilities within their platforms. Some tools can even analyze metadata for signs of tampering. It's an AI versus AI battle at a microscopic level. For instance, Microsoft's Video Authenticator looks for a blended boundary between a fake and the original source. Mitigating deepfake threats requires a multi-pronged strategy. First, establish strict internal protocols for sensitive transactions, especially financial ones. Always verify urgent, out-of-band requests through a secondary, known communication channel. Call them back on a verified phone number, not the one they called from. Second, conduct regular security awareness training, specifically highlighting deepfake risks. Employees need to know what to look for and the importance of skepticism. Third, explore technical solutions like deepfake detection software or biometric authentication that uses liveness detection to ensure a real person is present. Never rely on just one form of verification. Beyond direct attacks, AI is also revolutionizing the reconnaissance phase of cyberattacks, also known as OSINT or open source intelligence. Traditionally, attackers manually trawled public data sources for information about their targets. Now, AI can automate and scale this process immensely. It can scrape vast amounts of public data, social media, company websites, news articles, financial reports, and then analyze it to identify key personnel, organizational structures, potential vulnerabilities, and even personal interests. This builds a highly detailed profile of the target, feeding into subsequent attacks. It's like having an army of tireless digital detectives. Consider how AI can leverage social media. An attacker could use an AI tool to identify all employees of a target company on LinkedIn, map their connections, deduce their roles, and even infer their technical proficiencies based on their posts. Then, cross-reference this with Twitter or Facebook to find personal details, hobbies, or even upcoming events they plan to attend. This wealth of information allows for highly targeted social engineering campaigns, crafting the perfect pretext. It's not just about finding data, it's about connecting the dots in ways humans often can't, or at least not at such speed and scale. Detecting AI-driven reconnaissance is tricky because it often operates on publicly available data, which isn't inherently malicious. However, we can look for patterns of excessive or unusual data scraping activity originating from suspicious IPs or bot networks. Monitoring your public-facing web applications for abnormal request volumes or specific crawler signatures can sometimes reveal automated data collection. Another approach is to actively monitor dark web forums and underground markets, as sometimes information gathered through AI OSINT is sold or discussed there. It's about looking for the footprints of an automated information hunt. Mitigation primarily involves proactive data hygiene and diligent monitoring. Audit what information your employees and company openly share online. Encourage employees to review their social media privacy settings, especially professional profiles. Companies should implement data loss prevention (DLP) solutions to prevent sensitive internal data from accidentally leaking externally. Regularly conduct your own OSINT exercises to understand what an attacker could find about you. By understanding your external footprint, you can reduce the attack surface. It's about limiting the ingredients an AI has to cook up a convincing attack. Beyond direct cyber attacks, the rise of AI-generated content brings a whole host of ethical dilemmas, particularly around misinformation. Imagine a world flooded with AI-generated news articles, social media posts, and videos, all designed to influence public opinion or spread false narratives. Distinguishing truth from fiction becomes incredibly difficult, eroding trust in institutions and media. This isn't just about cybercrime, it's about the very fabric of our society. We are already seeing challenges with election interference and public trust, and AI is poised to amplify these issues exponentially. It's a fundamental shift in how we consume information. The biggest ethical challenge is the potential for AI-generated content to completely undermine our sense of digital trust and shared reality. If we can't believe our eyes and ears, what can we believe? This capability can be used for smear campaigns, market manipulation, or creating political instability. It forces us to reconsider the authenticity of all digital media. As content creators and consumers, we have a responsibility to question what we see and hear and advocate for technologies that can help us verify authenticity. The deepfake dilemma is a profound societal issue, not just a technical one. Addressing these ethical concerns requires a multifaceted approach involving responsible AI development, robust policy, and public education. AI developers must prioritize safety and build in safeguards to prevent malicious use, perhaps by watermarking AI-generated content or embedding authenticity metadata. Governments and international bodies need to create policies and regulations to combat the misuse of AI without stifling innovation. And we, as a society, need to become more digitally literate, critically evaluating the information we encounter. It's a collaborative effort to ensure AI serves humanity, not harms it. We are all part of this solution. It's not all doom and gloom. While AI is enabling new threats, it's also our most powerful weapon in defense. AI-driven security tools are essential for keeping pace with AI-driven attacks. They can process vast amounts of data, detect anomalies, predict threats, and automate responses far faster than humans ever could. Think of AI in your CM for advanced correlation, AI in your EDR for behavioral threat hunting, or AI in your vulnerability management for intelligent prioritization. We are in an AI arms race, and deploying our own AI for defense is absolutely critical. It's our best chance to fight fire with fire. Staying ahead in this evolving threat landscape demands a proactive and adaptive stance. This means continually updating your security knowledge, investing in AI-powered defense tools, fostering a culture of cybersecurity awareness within your organization, and always questioning the unexpected. We must move beyond reactive defense and embrace intelligence-driven, predictive security. The threats are becoming more sophisticated, but so too are our defenses. It's a constant learning process for all of us. Let's work together to build a safer digital future by understanding these threats and preparing for them. So, to wrap up, remember these key points. Generative AI makes phishing and social engineering incredibly potent and personalized. AI is behind increasingly evasive and polymorphic malware. Deepfakes pose a significant risk of highly convincing impersonation for fraud, demanding rigorous verification protocols. AI also automates reconnaissance, making attackers more efficient. But on the flip side, AI is also our best tool for detection and defense. It's a constant arms race, but by understanding these threats and leveraging our own AI, we can build more resilient defenses. Stay safe out there. Your personal awareness and vigilance are more critical than ever. Every employee, every individual, is a crucial part of the defense against these advanced threats. Question unexpected requests, verify critical information through independent channels, and stay informed about the latest attack techniques. Your skepticism and critical thinking are potent weapons against AI-powered deception. Never hesitate to report something suspicious, even if you are not entirely sure. Together, through technology and human intelligence, we can navigate this complex digital landscape. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. That's it for today's deep dive into AI-driven cyber threats. I hope this session gave you some valuable insights into how these things work and what we can do about them. What are your biggest concerns about AI in cybersecurity? Have you encountered any AI-powered scams yourself? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more cybersecurity wisdom, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next episode. Stay curious, stay safe, and I'll see you next time here on CyberExplain. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the CyberExplain channel. See you on the next video.